Damn. If you had them little 8-ounce whatever gloves.
Manny.
Okay.
Yeah, Manny. Yeah. Manny.
Jose Benavidez Sr. expressed deep admiration for Manny Pacquiao, calling him a hero and a powerful source of motivation for many people. He hopes Pacquiao brings his A-game against Mario Barrios, acknowledging that Barrios is a tough action fighter who has consistently proven his worth in the ring. Benavidez believes the matchup will be exciting and is eager to see how it unfolds, simply saying, "I just want to see what happens."
What's harder? To be 50-0 or to be A division champion? A division, I think so too. It's 50-0, you can be 50-0 if you have the right promoter and they pick the right opponents.
You could be 50-0 and not become a world champion.
Yeah, exactly.
Who's that guy from Thailand? He's 52-0 and we don't know his name. I don't know his name. I wouldn't know him if he walked in the gym right now.
Yeah, it's almost impossible.
It's so hard to become a world champion. It's so hard to become a world champion.
Period. One world champion. And defending it.
And then to be for A division,
it's almost impossible. Honestly, I think it's impossible now. If Pacquiao did it, but it's impossible to be in A division.
Shawn Porter believes Manny Pacquiao made the perfect choice for his comeback fight. He explained that it's tough to predict because, at the end of the day, he's Manny Pacquiao. Porter pointed out that if Pacquiao still has the speed to move and counter like he used to, he could land a clean shot and score a knockout. He emphasized the danger of Pacquiao's left hand, noting that it often lands faster than an opponent's right. Since Barrios is a forward-moving fighter, he'll likely walk right into that left, making this a stylistic matchup that favors Pacquiao. Match made in heaven, as Porter put it.
You know, it's difficult for us as coaches to tell them to hang him up. He's older. He's been out of the ring. He's fighting I'm not gonna say a young champion, but he's fighting a very decent champion. Probably the lesser of the three of the welterweight champions. But he is getting up in age. Will he be able to recapture some of that speed and snap to his punches? Who knows? But George Foreman did it at a much later age. So
champion Nacho Beristain is confident that Manny Pacquiao will defeat Mario Barrios, stating firmly that there's no doubt about the outcome. He described Pacquiao as a force worse than hell in the ring and believes that a win would be great for boxing as a whole. According to Nacho, Pacquiao is a one-of-a-kind fighter, just like there will never be another Juan Manuel Marquez for a long time. There will never be another Pacquiao. He emphasized that boxing is once again waiting to hear the name Pacquiao echo across the sport.
And look, I can post a video and look good for 10 seconds right now. Just like when Mike Tyson looked like a killer when he was promoting the Jake Paul fight. You writers and you guys with the non-boxing, I need to get those videos out of your head because they're just clips. Anyone could look good for that long. I can train you to look good for 10 seconds. It'll be pretty hard, but I can train you to look good for 10 seconds on video. So don't worry about that. Look, Bob Arum knows what he's talking about because it's the legs that's gonna get to Pacquiao, not the power, not the explosive speed in front of a heavy bag. But whenever you're in front of an opponent and he's going to be moving around, it's the legs that are going to fail you. They're going to betray you. The power's not going to betray you. That lasts until the very end. His punch resistance, that's not going to betray him because that never goes. Speed, and it's because you rely on your legs. That's the thing that goes at age. So at 46 years old, Manny Pacquiao is not going to have zero legs. There's a man that made a career with going in and out. He's going to have to evolve his style to an older man style, but I don't think he's going to be at danger to risk his health or anything like that, especially against a Mario Barrios.
Terence Crawford acknowledged that age will naturally be a factor for Manny Pacquiao, but he still believes the matchup with Mario Barrios is a strong one. He stated that Barrios is a great opponent for Pacquiao, and considering Manny's age, it makes the fight a true 50-50th battle.
Barrios, break it down.
Yeah, Barrios is champion, so it's a good fight.
WBC champion.
Don't count Pacquiao. Everyone's counting Pacquiao out because of his age. It's like a bunch of haters, man. He still has a ton of power, tons of speed, and a shitload of experience.
If Manny wins, would it shock you or no?
No.
But it would shock the whole world.
It would shock the world, but he wins at his age, yeah, I mean, it's not. Listen, he's 45, 46. 45, 46, but he's not. He's always active. Guys always stay in. He's always doing something. Mostly playing basketball and some sort of sport.
Amir Khan, having shared the ring with both Manny Pacquiao and Mario Barrios, sees this as a dangerous fight for Pacquiao, but still holds some hope. He said that if both fighters were in their prime, he'd pick Pacquiao without hesitation. However, given Manny's long time away from the ring, Amir questions whether the fire still burns inside him. He noted that Barrios will be highly motivated, knowing a win could change his life. Khan emphasized the risks of a long layoff and how, in boxing, you're always one punch away from getting hurt. While he believes the fight will be exciting, he admitted that if he were advising Pacquiao, he'd suggest returning against a retired fighter, someone like himself, because facing a young, active contender can be extremely dangerous.
Yeah, that's a good fight for Manny. I mean, I didn't want him to fight, but he looks good, so
he's gonna win, and then maybe might fight Rolly next, maybe Mayweather rematch, maybe something else, maybe Ryan, maybe Hank.
I hope he fights Rolly next, yeah.
Roy Jones Jr. is impressed by Manny Pacquiao's incredible conditioning ahead of his comeback fight. He praised Pacquiao, saying, "The fact that he can get in shape and go 12 rounds at 46 years old, that alone is a victory over most people. There are 26-year-olds who can't even go one round, and Manny's doing it at twice their age." Roy emphasized the rarity of such dedication and endurance, adding, "You've got to take your hat off to him. I give Manny a real chance, you always have to. I'm backing him."
Rooting for Pacquiao, but I don't know.
No, I see him every day. He looks like he's 30. He threw 40 punches in 4 seconds, and he trained for 2 hours. People think it's like the Mike Tyson 10-second highlight. No, he's training.
Okay, well then, I'm expecting Pacquiao.
Gary Penalosa is confident that his fellow Filipino, Manny Pacquiao, will hold his own against Mario Barrios. He stated that Manny will come prepared, with the stamina to go the full 12 rounds. According to Gary, Pacquiao still has power and speed, and with small gloves, one clean shot could end the fight. If Manny hits Barrios first, good night, he said. He praised Pacquiao's fearless style, noting that Manny is always willing to take risks and doesn't hesitate as long as he can land his shots if he connects early. Gary believes the fight could be over in just one round.
You know, because of the age and everything that he's been out of the ring for so long, so that's the only thing that you gotta question. But I mean, if he can pull this out, fuck.
He will pull it off. I told him this morning and the noon.
Just like Foreman, and that, Hopkins.
Yeah.
He already is a legend as it is. This is just cherry on top.
What's up, Peter?
Malignaggi believes that beyond Manny Pacquiao's skill, his fight with Mario Barrios could be exactly what the welterweight division needs to regain momentum. He stated that if the division were more competitive, Manny likely wouldn't be returning. According to Pacquiao sees an opening, pointing out that Barrios has failed to impress lately, even suggesting he's declined from an already modest level. In a weakened welterweight landscape, someone like Barrios has managed to grab a world title, and Paulie thinks Pacquiao is seizing this chance to create one more historic moment in his legendary career.
Well, Big George, God rest his soul, was 45 when he won the heavyweight title. Bernard was 43, 44, 45 when he won his third world title. So, I mean, listen, miracles can happen. He's focused, he looks fit, and I wish him well. I love him. Wish him the best.
Malignaggi believes that Manny Pacquiao's upcoming fight against Mario Barrios could inject new life into the struggling welterweight division. He suggested that Pacquiao likely wouldn't be returning if the division were stronger, but sees this as a strategic opportunity. Malignaggi criticized Barrios, saying he's not only failed to impress, but appears to be declining from an already average level. In a division where someone like Barrios can claim a world title, Paulie believes Pacquiao is stepping in at the perfect time to make another historic statement in his legendary career.
Obviously, I know Manny very well. He's a true competitor. He's a guy that if you put something in his head, and obviously to create more history, he's a guy that's going to give everything and try his best. That's what Manny. One thing I always learned with Manny is give 110% and try your best no matter what. So yeah, he's going to give it his all. Again, you can't beat Father Time, but Father Time is hard, and it's very hard watching him fight Lucas, and you could see it. And then watching the exhibition he had with the Korean guy or the Japanese guy in last year, it was hard to watch. I know Manny, I know the man that I was sparring. I love that guy. So, but again, he's a legend, and he turns it on, and he can still